Hello, 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 and welcome. Oh my gosh, this is Joanna the Jewel Design, and yes, it's probably been a week since you've seen me. I think I had something last week, and then my birthday came up, and well, we just got busy, and I wanted to have something to show you guys. So, I figured we're just gonna get on it today. We've got stuff to sew. We've got signatures to show you how I'm doing, and add more pages too. If all goes well, then we'll start working on some bits and pieces of the cover. And then I can show you, like I made some ephemera digital pieces that we're going to start playing with. Like, we're just going to get going. But this is, I'm working on my Cherry Blossom Zen Garden papers. I showed you those last, like a week ago, Sunday or Monday. And then I think I did a Tuesday Shabby memory kit, kitchenette thing. And I was supposed to have one for Thursday. It did not come out well. So I thought, you know what? It's my birthday on Thursday. I'm getting busy. And so I just dropped that video, gave you guys a quick post on YouTube stating, hey, stuff's to come. And figured, you know what? Let's wait till my haul. Let's wait till all my shopping. All the fun stuff. So I had things to talk about for once. And, and we'll keep going and, of course, keep updating you guys as I go. But, yeah, we're going to work on a couple different things and work through it. So we're starting out with 2 signatures and a hardback cover, which I'll show you in a minute. But since I have my my baby out, we are going to sew real quickly some lace onto the beautiful background floral piece. I went ahead and did the zigzag cutting that you would do on your fabric on the paper. We're gonna sew on some pretty lace. Right, I'm going to zigzag all around it, and then we'll semi-glue it down to the inside cover, and then I'll show you the signatures so far, and we'll add in the beautiful tea-dyed and eco-dyed papers that I got from Handcrafted by Just Gigi. I will put her site on the bottom of the page. Here, I will put her website up. She is an absolute doll, and so definitely check out her and keep an eye on her shop for her beautiful journals and her tassels and laces and eco-dye papers when she has them, and all kinds of fun stuff. She has all kinds of great pieces to add to your journals, and to just, you want a great, I won't say another type of journal because they're like the rest of us, but I love her style. I bought a number of things from her that I can't do. So, anyway, yeah, she'll be down below because she saved my butt and made me some great pages. So we're going to start with this. If this bugs you, maybe skip ahead. I don't know. You can look at it at the end. I know some people are not keen on this, but I thought, well, I pulled it out and I have to get it done. It is what it is. I am using, though, do I have my pink? Yes, right. Yeah, okay, I'm using a pale pink thread. I debated on black to sort of go with the, what's the word? Cover. But I didn't know, because there's really no black in this in the first few pages much. I figured I would just end up sticking with a nice clean sewing job. And I was just going to, what's the word? Making it a pale pink, so it didn't have to stand out. It was there, but didn't have to be obvious. So, all right, this is really weird for me. It is a newer, what's the word? Sewing machine. So, oh my gosh, it flies. It is so funny. I am not used to it at all. So, anyway, here we go. So, if you need to hit the fast forward, I won't be offended. But yeah, I'm a terrible, I'm not great at sewing. I mean, not bad. I'm really not. I just, it's hit and miss with me sometimes. And I'm still learning what's the word? Speed of this thing. And nothing's really pinned down because it is on paper. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. Everything moves. Everything moves. Yeah, so I'm not a stellar. And I have one lady I love watching on Instagram that, I love watching her, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why. She sews a lot of her ephemera and stuff, and I love watching her. She's such inspiration. Not that I can, match that up, but there we go. The thing is, she just sort of runs with it. She doesn't like, oh, that's right. I'm just being very specific here. Never mind. Hold on. I didn't want to cut the lace quite yet. I didn't want to like overly cut it. And I figured I would just trim in between and let a little bit of lace roll over when we were done, because I didn't need to have perfect, and just made the cover part of all this like a little better. But yeah, this lace does not want to stay put, and I didn't really want to pin it because then I was going to leave like all kinds of weird marks. But I am trying to sort of continuously. So, oof, nope, that did not work. Let me just, I don't mind, that's going to be a messy whatever. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Just don't want to rip the paper. That is our biggest thing. That's definitely, we're going to, yeah, this is not flying well. Oh well. Live and let learn, right? I didn't hear any of that. Hold on one sec. I would say fast forward. I wish I could fast forward this. I don't want to edit this page too much. But it's part of the process. It is part of the process. Usually I don't do this. Yeah, normally I don't do too much of this on camera. Because it is a little, like, out of whack, you know? It's an interesting feel. Interesting concept. Of course, it's not really quite where I want it. Oh my god. That went bad. This, I'm not used to this machine for sure. It definitely runs a lot faster, and so things slide really quickly through everything, and I don't have good control of it. Oh my goodness, I just totally like jackknifed this sucker. Now these are just pockets that I'm probably just putting journal cards in for the cover, but I did sort of want this just cool sort of sewn. Alright. Okay. I almost want to go a second round just to make it on purposely messy, but I don't know about that right now. Yeah, that one really got away from me, and I went woof. So it makes it a tighter pocket, but oh, we're gonna run with it, people. We are gonna make it work. Okay, so I'll get this out of the way real quick. Ugh. But that was the problem. I sort of want to sew it, and I was working on another project for a friend, and so I didn't want to put it away when I knew I was going to pull it right back out. But then at the same time, I was like, well, it's in the way. How am I supposed to do this? So how are you all doing? I hope this week has gone, this last week went well for you. I know we didn't talk much. I hope it looks like you guys enjoyed the kitchenette memory keeping ring binder that I was working on. That was really fun. I had good feedback, it looked like. Which we'll get back to that too. I will continue. I did not plan on starting this project, but this is what happens when you start a new journal kit and you're just in awe of it. I was debating on starting therapy. You know, grief and all. Such a bitch. Sorry. Bad words. It's such a pain in the butt. And I tried. I met up with somebody who wasn't the right fit. But it's not cheap, and insurance won't cover it, and so I was just like, you know, this is how it's going to fly. I'm not, okay, so now give me a moment. I am going to straighten us all out. Ooh, come on, work for me. Let's get us back to where we want to be. Probably sitting on my little thing so we can work and not be in the wrong spot. Whoops, this is the way. Anyway, so I thought the Zen Garden would be a great, like, journal. So I think I'm still going to use it that way. I think I need to write some stuff. I need to put some feelings and thoughts out there and just, make sure we're not too tilted. I did notice my last video, I think I had started to, was really tilted weird. So look, it had some really odd optical illusion going on there. I was like, that's not going to work. All right, where are we at? Okay, make sure I'm not sitting on anything. Yes, okay. So yeah, I thought it'd be good, and I'd started. Well, I'm not ready to do that, and I'm just not ready to deal with somebody else either. And, but I thought, oh, this would be great to make this writing therapy journal. And I thought this kit would be perfect for it. There we go. I mean, even though that's weird, maybe we'll make that the back pocket, but we have this gorgeous lace, and I love the overlay. Now, the bummer part is, yes, there's writing on the back. And I'm going to glue that down. But it was an extra page, an extra sheet that we had, and that didn't have a spot for it. When I went to lay out the, what do you want to call it? The, I'm going to cut that. That was not what I meant to do. when I went to lay out these signatures, I had sort of an extra page. So I thought, well, let's not waste it. We'll put this somewhere else too. So we'll put it aside. So there we go. Now this one, oh, this is the bad one. This is the really bad one. So we'll put this in the back for sure. Okay. So what I did was I took a Dollar Tree black book, Before You Go, which actually cute. I mean, not cute, but it looks like a decent storyline. So I kept it intact, and I went ahead and put it in the house with the soft cover, and I will definitely just try to, I'll read it. But I went ahead and just cut out, as you can see where the mesh is, cut it out, took the whole book out. I'll read it, and then I'll put it aside, and I'll use the pages for later. That's what I was going to do, and I forgot. I was going to leave some lace on the bottom to cover this up. But I'm chatting. I am chit-chatting. Gosh darn it. So I'm not paying attention. I could relayer it a little bit. I'm just trying to decide how much, but I got new ink and stuff, so I may just ink the pages real good, and then we're going to glue this on. So maybe we're not gluing this on as quickly as we thought. Alright, so that one's a little more screwy. Yeah, I had a hard time when I was cutting pages, trying to cut this part straight. So I have to decide, like, what I'm going to line up and what I'm not. And I'm waiting until we decide. I didn't quite find the fabrics I was expecting, but now that I look at it, I might have the green that I'm going to sew our signatures into. And we'll make extra flaps to glue down, and then we'll put this over that fabric. So, Dollar Tree, took out the middle. We're just using the hardcover. I did this for my personal December daily this year. Worked out really nicely to have something pretty solid to write on. And the flowers, for the most part, on the front are going to be pretty flat, so I don't have to worry about squishing anything too badly, which is the whole goal, because you're not going to write but on both sides and not worry about it. So, okay, so that's that tentative spot. Let's see. We got a nice haul of stuff. I didn't quite find everything we were expecting. We had to do a lot. We did have to do a decent amount of, what's the word? Digital stuff. So that was sort of a bummer. But then again, so I found purple fabrics that I'm going to use on my purple journal. So I'm going to try to do a tab journal. Very much fashioned off of Rhoda 6666. That way I can make each page and then stick it in, make each page stick it in, and make myself a nice purple idea book. So I was so stoked to find the purples because I do not have any more purple fabric. I have tulle, I don't know, everything else, but I didn't have purple fabric. I was sort of bummed about that. Then we have green fabric, which I think we'll use in here to sew the signatures into. I found this. Oh, is this gorgeous? This is going to be the outside to the skinny version of this journal. So I don't know, we'll have to work on that another day. I think I'm going to put it over, some kind of envelope packaging to give it that nice, because it is a lot thinner than I was expecting. I was really hoping for a thicker fabric, and I didn't get that. So it's pretty thin, but I think this is going to be gorgeous with a little bit of detail and some lace and stuff over it to do a tall skinny journal in the Zen Garden. This I thought maybe is an underlay or another element to this for the skinny journal. I love the wishiness of it. I sort of felt inspired in the Asian market, but I don't know, it was just sort of pretty. So we'll see. I may find a way to put those two together. I don't know if I put one over the other, if it'd be too dark. Inside, outside, something. So we have that. So here's the haul show real quick. Tim Holtz, I found words that were sort of cool to me. Le Vieux de, oh, that's just how the wording is. I don't know what they were, if they were actual title to these guys. Auto, yeah, collaterals. Oh, they were just cool. Heart to heart, wishful thinking, longing for something that spoke to me, I guess. Artist, adores a sky of blue, give me a few minutes. I thought it was fun. It may be used for a number of things. So anyway, some new stickers for that. Just in general, just to add to the stash of goodies. I found these. These are in embossing folders, which I thought were really pretty. I needed something new. Of course, keep using on the new Big Shot. What else did we find? But we had to buy, like, stuff online and whatnot. But we found some flowers, which I thought would go nicely, actually, on the skinny journal. With this, I don't think they'll go with what I want to do for this one. But these may be really pretty on the skinny journal to go with that fabric. Found pretty keys to add to when we dangle something. Aren't they pretty? This is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but I love the steampunk, goth, I don't know, butterfly element of this. Not as much goth, but more steampunk, I guess. industrial era, but it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, that's more personal. Who knows? And then pretty just blessing. Again, I need more things to add to you guys' charms, whether it's off in the middle of the book, whether it is off a tassel, something. So some gold, silvers, copper fillings. So that was all fun. And then we ordered stuff online. I got more lace, little bits of pieces of some really basic things that we're running out of. So that'll be good. And this, I don't know where I'll put it on, but isn't this gorgeous? These are a lot of endable discount pages, so who knows? But we had some fun in Joann's. So yeah, and of course each town, each country, each town, each state is different. But anyway, found some pretties that I just couldn't not say no to. So yeah, all good stuff. So then I got, like I said, my papers. I got these. We'll pull these out in a second. From Lisa over at Handcrafted by Just Gigi. I said her link will be down below. Because I really had no more pink greens or even coffee dyed. None. I was out. Found these at Safeway today. I think it's cute. Can't wait. I thought, oh, I have to totally cut these out and Mod Podge them on something. And then I'm hoping there's a lot of teal on the inside. So that was just a fun, dollar find. Couldn't help myself. So anyway, all kinds of pretty things I have to put away. I did buy a new box to try to put some. Oh, I have more flowers too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I found more flowers. Barely. I mean, they've upped their ante at Michael's, but not by much. So I got some pale ones, and of course more purple. I have my stack of purple stuff for a purple journal is absolutely obnoxious. The pile over here is getting crazy. I'm like, I so need to start working on that with you guys, but there's plenty to work on. I have no shortage of journals to work on. None whatsoever. So, with those aside. Alright, so we want to glue that down. Like I said, I think we're going to make a template and we're going to sew the two signatures into the fabric. Right? So, I'm going to cut a nice swatch here that will get glued down into this. And these will get sewn into the fabric. And then we'll glue the whole thing down. And then we'll overlay these to sort of fan it out. Now, it could really be odd and try to center it and make this whole thing green, so I wouldn't have to worry about any worrisome, but I don't know if I want to, after sewing all that, would I really want to put paper on top of fabric? I hate to waste that kind of fabric, so I'd rather distress this, which I have a pink distress and a green distress coming. I even bought another one of these, because this one's getting pretty low. And I ordered a sage from Tim Holtz. So what I may do instead is really, some are oxide and some are inks. I may really ink up the edges in green to make this blend in a little bit more. And then we will glue these down. So, but we're going to use the fabric as a template. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put the template on it for the holes, put in the signatures, and then glue it all down. So, wish me luck on that. But I think that's going to be a great help. And then I may take a piece of this scratch paper and use it on the front with all the rest of our goodies. Now, because I have like papers, I printed out, the book. I want to rip this up. Really want to, make layers up in the corners enough to cover this. So torn over and layer up, and then we'll do some flowers we're going to put together on top of this. So I have some flowers. I want to extend the flower, 3D-ish. So we've got that, but probably add some green to that too. So let's get the rest of the pages into but yeah, I did find a few things. I didn't find as much as I was expecting. I was hoping for a few more. Now I made myself some cards, and I'm going to score these, and they're going to get stuck into the what's the word? We're going to score these and put them in those pockets that are in the front and back, because they're good size. That'll be great journaling. So I just made them doubles. I made them my usual instantly backed. I did a bunch of ephemera for this, but more for me, for what I felt I needed for now. And I will show you here in a second what I think I'm going to give away to my Buy Me a Coffee members. Sort of on a washi kick right now. I do have a new washi set to come out soon. I don't know when. I guess hopefully spring break goes as its plans. I will find a moment to put together something by the weekend. I do have another set of washi sticker sheet, another sticker sheet washi idea I want to put out there for you guys to put in my shop. You know, a new set of embellishments to sort of work off of. But I just haven't got to it yet. I have the idea and I probably have all the graphics I need for it. I just haven't got there yet. So, that is not the one I want. Okay, Elmer's craft glue is not going to hold. I'm like, that's not going to work. But yeah, I still have, pages to distress. I did cut a lot of pages up for this thing. And distress the ones that I knew I wanted in the right ink. But I'm waiting, this week for the pink and the green. I'll be stoked when those show up. I had a bunch of vellum show up. I'm whoa, my vellum colors are down to, I don't have much left over. Oops, I need my pad, don't I? I don't have much color left over, which is sort of a problem. I'll have to look, but I was able to order a 100-page, 100-count set, like 20 colors that blend one into the next, which is pretty nice. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And there's 5 of each color. So, like, I can totally put it in, overdo a journal in the color, or no, I can put, one color, 3 different colors, one of each, and it would last me 5. Of course, that's what that did. I'll cut them to fit. Now, it's nice thing when you do this in your mishap, just cut to match. It works. The beige, But yeah, I'm sort of in the point where I'm not done. I won't stress anything else because I want to add the green, the sage green, and the pink around certain edges, to certain pages and to certain pieces of ephemera. So I won't be able to stress everything right away, but I figured I can't wait any longer for anything else. Otherwise, I'll never get back to you guys with a video because I have a mess. This kit is actually sort of taking over. Well, that one I did well. This kid has sort of took over my workspace when I wasn't expecting it to do so. And, like I said, I tried to make a video for you guys last week to show on my birthday, but it did not. I was like, oh, that is boring. I wouldn't even want to watch that. Never mind. I just didn't have enough stuff to really work with. So I was like, oh, well, forget it. I gotta take a week off. You guys can wait till I get back. But yeah, it was a good week last week. Made it out with my girlfriend to have lunch on Wednesday. And, a little sprinkly out, so it wasn't too bad. We couldn't be outside that day, which is sort of a bummer, but, we got to eat inside, which was fun, and we had just breakfast, the 2 of us, and we sat there for quite a while because it was pretty quiet. It was nice. So yeah, I did my thicker instantly back journal cards. Be nice, work nicely in there. There's nothing really in the way to get in their way, but a nice journal card to have a moment, whether a quote, a photo, something on the back of them. But there we go. That sits right inside those pockets. Okay. And I'm kicking myself that I forgot to put the lace on them. Or leave the lace on them. So I'm thinking if you're a Buy Me a Coffee member this month in April, I know I'm behind schedule and I'm so sorry if you haven't received them yet. They are on their way. I'll do a Dropbox link for you soon. I made some of the thicker 1 1/4, 1 3/4, or not 3/4, 1 and 1 point. I think they're like 1.2 something or 1.3 in width. I guess I could look. I'm like, what did I make these? 1 1/4. Okay. 1 1/4 inch by 10 1/2, 11 inch, 10 1/2, 10. Okay, so the 10 inches by 1 1/2 or 1 1/4 inch washi strips, sticker strips, belly bands, tucks. Cut them in half, make them thinner, whatever you want to do. Sometimes I'll give you them double up. But I think you're going to get a nice little cherry blossom washi sticker sheet if you're one of my members. And I'm probably going to throw in a sheet of maybe the instantly back journal cards that I just showed you. And I think I have a page with my my double stacked corner pockets and whatever else is on that. So you'll get 2 or 3 pages of some exclusive ephemera, because this ephemera that I'm using in this kit did not go out for sale. This was simply a paper kit. And being that it was just a paper kit, I didn't have ephemera for this. So I was like, well, I have to have some ephemera in my eyes, personally, that I wanted, to use and put in my journal. So here's sort of what the pages look like at this point. I decided to take my 2 favorite pages and put them in the middle of each signature, and then leaving something a little bit more subtle on the outside, and tried to then even it out so that when you went both ways, we had things to work with. This was one of my scans with, it was from my lace doily and hankies set, and I love because it had the colors in it. I did this, which means on this side I have a piece of paper here right now, somewhat sewn in as a faux like index card tucked in as if it was underneath the doily or the hanky here, and I will probably tuck some kind of flower. I don't think I haven't done any fussy cut. I may take some of these things, fussy cut them, and put some flowers over and under this ordeal as a sewing spot when I'm done. So when we decide to decorate that up. So we have the other side, which is great memory, quote, whatever image. And I'm like, ooh, I'm a little high. I'm so used to being up higher, I forgot I can be down here. Well, I keep forgetting I can be down here a little bit, huh? There we go. Okay. So there is a first signature, and we're definitely add pages to that. And then the second one, again, I tried to even everything out for me. So I had both, both sets. But here's the vellum. Now it is a little tall, and I'm debating on whether to cut it down. So that the top, so that I'm not trying to constantly center everything. Because like right now, I don't mind it sticks out this way, this way out, because you don't care. It's like having lace and stuff. But trying to get everything centered in the vellum bugs me. So I think I'm going to cut it down and use that strip to decor or something with. So we have this gorgeous vellum. I put it over this printed paper. Oh, stuff, things I created and imaged. But I love how these two blend together. I really do love the writing page right next to this one. Even though it's a little lighter, it actually pans out really well and can blend right in as if I have, done on purpose. This was a whole piece and not 2 pages. There's my center again. And we go the other way. So, loving the vellum. What was it? Oh, I was thinking about making a second one, but I don't know what for. Oh, a second one for the skinny journal. So I may do another one of these clear vellums, printing on them, and put it in the skinny journal. Because how could you not? I mean, geez, why would we not have one? So now I gotta get a pen and see if I can figure out where I want to cut this, because everything seems to be sticking out. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. Let me trim that off, get it in there. Okay, it'd be a little shorter, but not taller, that's for sure. So that's what it's looking like. So we're going to go add in a green, a pink, and a coffee dyed for sure. Eco dyed, tea dyed page, because I want to have more writing space, and or just more like ephemera space. Because no one, see, they have this pretty strip that I can play with to add elements front, back, and side. But I'm loving this. Oh my gosh. I'm so tempted just to make I need to work on this. I need to get more white vellum and just take all my favorite backgrounds maybe and take another shot at the colored vellum. Make some custom vellum pages, right? Not that you guys can't all do that, but sometimes you don't, I can only find clear vellum only. When we were out, I was very shocked. And I was like, okay, well, I want color. I normally put color vellum in all of my kits. Because why wouldn't you, right? I love putting the colored vellum in my journal. It's not my signature. I mean, it's like only me signature. I bet you other people do it, but it's become my signature. It's sort of fun. This would be a little weird to find one of my journals if you bought from me without vellum in it. So, I mean, these gorgeous pinks, which I think will work nicely as a nice contrast. May pick out the ones that are a little bit more pinky peachy, but I'm loving them. So I love the concept. We do so much shabby in this house. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So I got one for each side. I think I'm going to go with those two. I like the pinks in those. Or do I go paler? Maybe a little paler on that one. Okay. So, those are all different. Of course, you can't. Those are lighter. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little less pink. So, that's in pink. I know, poor thing. She was like, I'm not sure about the sage. I'm just like, well, I don't want bright green. She did a really good job, actually. I loved the greens. There was a yellowy green. Great for this kit. Personally, I think. Ooh, that one's fun. That reminds me of one of the other pages we pulled out. Let's try. Yeah. Now, because the edges are inked, I hate shrinking these down. That may be the problem. I love the edges. And when these are a little bit bigger, I'm like, no. And then I need to find some eco dyes that I want to play with. Oh, there we go. I like the light ones. Those are fun. Oh my gosh. I have all kinds of fun things. some that have like all their splotches on them, which those make fun things to put in other journals. So yes, I have a great stash. Great price. I love what she does. So there we go. So now we're going to add one of each of these to my journal, or to my signatures, to help break everything up. Now what I'm wondering about, we'll fold one of these. So let's see, Wednesday was breakfast, and we sat there for a good 2 hours because it was quiet enough we didn't get shooed out the door, which was nice. On the outside it covers it, definitely. On the inside it's going to too. Okay, well, it is what that is. There was something in here I wanted to break up. I had 2 pages sort of back to back that I didn't want somewhere. And I thought, oh, well, I'll use the papers to break that up. Where was it? Oh, these 2. Okay, well, it was these 2. But I want to put color in there then. Let's put the green one in that spot. So we sat there for 2 hours. Thursday was great. Me and Mom went out. We got out. Weather was cold, but at least dry. So that was nice. So I was like, okay, it's not, not wet. We're not dodging rain. It makes me happy. Now this one I could cut the top off if I wanted. There's no real dye there, but we'll see. Okay, so that breaks up that. I'm trying, like, every other has something going on, right? Let's put the pink one in there. So yeah, so Thursday we went to Joann's, we went to Michael's, we had lunch, sat there for almost 2 hours too. It was great. We beat the rush in there. I mean, it got a little busy after the fact, but we got to do, we did a majority of our shopping, and then we got to sit there and do some virtual shopping. So we knew what else, like, okay, well, we got that ordered, and then we were able to go back in and, then we were able to, go into Michael's to see what else we need, if there was anything else we could find that we needed, and if not, made one more, we can make one more virtual trip, or virtual, shopping. I actually found the cutest welcome spring sign for my front yard, which is really cute because it matched all the pillows and goodies. I got that later that afternoon for my girls. It was sweet. They went out and shopped with my mom and dad. Mom and dad took them out so they could find stuff, and they found like Happy Easter and Hello Spring and floral pillows for my front yard. Cute little sign, and the cutest frog named George, by the way, to put in my little mini garden out front. I have a cute little corner that I have flowers in, and my last, like, Hello Friends or Friend Garden or whatever I had, totally disintegrated. So not happy. And so I was like, well, I could use a new cute something. So I got a sign and a I got everything else. I know everything else has been cut and distressed, some, right? And thinned out. Like, I went ahead and did exactly what you just saw me do, and tried to thin out the crevices a little bit so that it's not so bulky. That way everything doesn't stick out too much. And it also doesn't feel so full. Now, of course, it gets to continue to be that way later, but when I talked to you guys about, of course, the printing of all of these, there are many ways to go about doing this. I was able to take all my pages that I wanted, had them print out, put them right back in the way they came out, and they ended here. I turn around, you slide them right back through, so that the white is on the bottom side, and most printers roll up. So when they roll up, they reprint on here. And I was able to print one of the 3 backgrounds. This one, the lined one, or the floral. And since they're all non-directional, it didn't really matter. For some reason, because I put it back in the way, I think I was supposed to put it back the way it came out, and I think I autopiloted and flipped for some reason. Not even autopilot, didn't autopilot, and turned them around, because all of my pages are off. Now, I've double-checked everything, and those pages are beautifully, like, symmetrical. But why my printer had a problem, or I think it was operator error, but you put them back through, and you can back them, with the flowers on every one of them. You can back them with any of your favorite colors. Like this one, I did put the crinkled parchment paper in the back of that one. But you can put things back through and print them. Now, my printer personally does not print pages back and front and back unless it's a document. It likes to cut my images in half or down to a bare minimum. I don't know what the deal is. I have a very weird setting on my printer. HP has some weird glitch. Hasn't fixed itself. So you can put them back through. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, or for whatever reason your printer does not like putting papers back through, your other thing is to print these on not quite as high quality paper. Print them on a nice copy paper, a nice printer paper. Print them all single, but do multiples. especially of the background pages, do multiples of these and glue them together. Makes it slightly thicker, makes it nice and robust, and you get front and back. The other thing you can do is, instead of pulling out all the pages from your cover, out of your hardback cover from like a Dollar Tree book, you can do an altered book option. You leave all the pages in here. You keep 2 to 4 pages, okay, papers in here, and then you pull 8 out. So you carefully slit them, slit the pages out, you pull 8 out. Keep 2 to 4, slit 8 out, depending how deep or how thick the book is. It should give you, when you're done, you want at least, 15 sets of pages front and back. Because what you do is you normally will take those 2 pages, 2 of the 4 pages to keep them together, glue everything and leave a pocket in it, or fold them to leave pockets. Leave one side empty, fold one paper page back and make a pocket. Like, you sort of utilize the pages to make pockets, to double up on papers, and then you glue your pages to those. So you cut these pages in half, you would cut these in half and glue them onto your paper, onto the book page. Go to the next page, glue it the back side. Like, you're utilizing those book pages as sort of your basis if you're collaging. We see Gail do it all the time with weird, magazine pages and book pages, and you collage all over them. Well, you're using them as your base because they're glued in already to glue these halves down to. And so the rule of thumb is to pull out 8, keep a couple, depending on what you want to do. Pull out 8, and go all the way through. Now, the older the book, the more careful you need to be, though. The older books, you pull out too many pages, too many sets, and you don't keep enough papers still intact, the cover sort of starts to give. The binding has nothing to hold on to, and it gets a little flimsy. I did that with my daughters. I pulled too much out and didn't keep enough sort of pages in between, or keep pages in, and it got really temperamental. So you could always, instead of pulling all the pages out and just using the cover, you could make an altered journal book. And in that case, I would definitely suggest a newer Dollar Tree book or Dollar General, whatever, because you're covering all the words. There not going to see them, so it's not like you have to worry about what's on them. But you would know that your cover would hold up a little better. Okay. So there are other ways to make a journal without having to print front and back. I am just blessed. I'm able to do that. I know how to, and my printer behaves most of the time. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave the pages because they're not that bad, and I love that there's some up and down depth. I love the colors. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at these colors to go with this journal. Yummy. Okay, so, and here we go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 2 is 18. 18 and 18 is 36 in one signature. So that makes it, I think, a 72-page journal right off the bat. So if I was selling this, it would be a nice little hefty 1 to 2 month, easily a journal page. Because not every page is writable, of course, right? So yes, you can write and put things on all of these, but not every page can be written on because some are just pretty. So even though 72 pages to work with, to decorate, to design, to goof around on, is going to be a nice book for me to journal in for some therapy of my own, since, what I went into was not flying. So, doesn't mean I won't try again later, but right now it's not what I want to be doing, and I'm sort of frugal that way. If I'm going to spend money on something, it frickin' better be doing what I need it to do. And, no. So, okay, on to the next one. So, we'll just find another way to do it, right? We're going to find another way. Now, some of these, I said, I want to, right now they're great to put in as papers. I think because of the eco dye, I don't mind writing straight on them, stamping on them, but I may put some of my pockets and whatnot on these pages. This is where I get to have some fun and add extras to it. When the digital pages, I may not want to, mess with as much. So those are going to be, more my journal papers. But whatever, if you're going to put a pocket on it, make sure you put something in it that you can write on. Big old tag, big old journal card, something so that you can, make the most of the space. Hate to lose any space to make any kind of memory or thought, right? I might put some photos in here. I don't know. We'll see. Small ones, maybe. If I find some, go back to the file I pulled for his funeral, I might be able to add some pictures I really like that are in a book for the girls to look at it whenever they want. I might want something of my own. Okay, so we have that there, and okay, here we go again. I think I had 2 pages. No, that one's fine. That broke it up. Thought I had somewhere. Maybe this one wasn't a problem. I feel like I have less in this one compared to the other one now that I'm looking at it. How did I do that? That seems really weird. Well, I had this thin page on the front. Oh, maybe that's why they're sticking. No, that's the full one. And there's a one piece. I did this piece. Oh, these two are together, and I wasn't so sure about that because it was the 2. But then I don't have another. Huh, okay. I did those 2 instead. Okay, so let's put, do I want to put pink behind it, or I want to put, let's put pink behind it, break up as much green as there is in that. Let's break that up a little bit. I love these together, so I hate to break that up. Ay. Alright, so let's do, these are a little closer than I like. This is interesting. I think this one I wasn't so sure about because I was having like issues deciding what to go what with. And of course you weren't on that ordeal. That's okay. So pink over that one. Let me go that way. I go, well, that's pretty. Over the pink, under the pink, over, under, over. And as much as I don't want to break that up, I gotta break up something, huh? I either break up that look or break up that look. I guess I'm breaking up that look. Those are really close. Well, I mean, it's mine. It's not like I'm like feeling like I have to make this perfect sense out of it for somebody else. It is just mine. But let's see if I have less pages. That's what I'm sort of worried going. Did I have less pages in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No, when I'm done, it's still 9. It's just the way the pages pan it out. So, yeah, 36 and 36. Woohoo! Oh, that's nice. I haven't done some people go, I have 100 pages in here. And I'm like, how do you do that? I don't have all that paper. But here we go. So let me take out the fabric because that's bulk that we actually don't have. All right, let's do this. Let's get a feel for how we're doing. And I'm probably going to have to let you go. 10 to 1. I've already hit my quota. And it doesn't surprise me if I have. Which is fine. We'll work on stuff. But, all right. So there we go. She is not a chunky monkey, but she does open up just a little bit on her own, right? And I don't have any, pockets or anything else in here. We don't have the fabric yet to sort of thicken up the inside. They do stick out a little bit, so we'll see how that, well, that's because I don't have them well centered on here, which I really am kicking myself. I wanted that little bit of overlay on the bottom for the lace, and I got excited when I was talking to you guys. It's the hard part, too, when you have all this in your head, and you know what you want to do, and then you wait about, a week to get back to it. Oh, man. But look at that. There's your 2 signatures. We know there's pockets on each end. They're going to get sewn in with a nice little green fabric in there. We'll decorate the front. 11. So where are we at? Yeah, 43 minutes already. Jeez. All right. Well, let's see something here. Let's pull this though, because we know I have my papers now. Well, I don't want to do that on camera. I'll have to, if I can organize it better and get things measured, then I may show you how I sewed it into the fabric. And of course, I'll show you how I glued it down. So I'll try to show you steps, but more organized than I've got it now. Try to do it now. It'll be a mess. I don't have time fast enough to do that. So I do know though, I think fabric tack, probably not, probably might. So what I was hoping to do at the front real quick, give you a feel. We might do this later, but I wanted to be able to try and cover as much of the text as possible. And I just pulled a piece to take a photo with, but I think it's going to work. And we're going to, I just really want to make sure that the silver text is covered, no matter what. But it also gives me some ripped paper. There we go. And a nice sort of a ripped edge here to bounce off of. Because we are trying to bring down this black, just a little bit. So my biggest thing is making sure that we cover the silver. And so, I am going to use the glitter glue in this sense because it is sort of a papery cover. It's not a fabric cover. It's not a, you gotta love Dollar Tree. Can't go wrong with that. Because it is, in this case, allowing me to I did the same, well, I had a white, yeah, I did the same thing. I had a white one for Christmas, and I wanted the edges. I wanted to be able to see the distress. I wanted that white sort of feel. All right, so that holds that down. I can rip wherever I want to rip it off. There we go. Yeah, doesn't mean we have to. So then when I fold it, I can start working my way outward and cover this. But otherwise, yeah, no, otherwise take your usual Amazon packaging. Take, you know, everything's coming in the new brown packaging these days. I got a lot of soft stuff that is all coming in brown paper packaging. So you get a little bit of that crinkled, poppy stuff in the inside. So it gives a nice yummy sound. And you can just cover that with fabric. You can cover that with the papers. You can decide one of these pages are better to you as a cover. Though I don't have them backwards, so let's see. I was trying to think. Yeah, actually, nope. Yes. Yeah, no. So this one is a horizontal. This is really pretty as a front. And so, yeah, it could be a really nice front cover. You can cut the pages in half, of course, and like make it work for you so that, you know, you can Mod Podge it and collage it onto a cover and work it. And that's the nice thing when you have goof ups, you have boo-boos, you have pages that, you know, didn't fly the way you want to. Well, then you just rip them up, collage them, and, you know, make it work for you. Use it somewhere else. Make sure, you know, never want the ink to go to waste. Gosh, not these days. If you're gonna use it. So, means the back is pretty simple. There's not much to it, but I might have leftover lace. I mean, have something where I just do a little strip here. Plus, I have the washi. So, I may decide, well, I want some of that color. Like this one would be sort of really pretty. Overlapped and right down this edge here. Just to give, you know, the inner border something. So, that might be, because it has the lines in it, might be really nice to have as just a back decor on this end. So we'll see if I remember about that, because I'm not sure. I have a hard time committing to anything, because I never know if I want to use it again, and I just don't want to reprint. I don't. So, but, you know, it's all good. So, there we go. So that covers that, and we're going to same on the inside. So, thank you all for coming. I didn't even get into everything, but you got to see a little bit of my haul, because there wasn't a lot more to come, of course, as the rest of it shows up. And I start using it. Got some die cuts so I can make I can cut out some flowers on the fly when I have a very specific project, but I know I've got a lovely set of flowers coming from Timeless Crochet for You. I'm so stoked. I'm in desperate need of those, so we begged and pleaded, and she was willing to put an order together for me, because that girl cannot keep her flowers in stock. That's a good thing. We want that. And I've missed every one in February that she's put out there. My notifications for Etsy did not come up fast enough, so I missed every one of them. I was like, oh, come on. So we begged and pleaded for her. So those will be coming when they come. Don't want to rush perfection. But we have a die cuts coming so that I can try to make some, on occasion when I need a little something, I can just make one or two here and there when I don't have exactly what I'm looking for, but I have the paper for it. So can't do what Claudia does, not whatsoever. I've been able to get by with what I can, but man, I am no expert at it. So, but I have some pieces that we got, you know, good price. So I can work on the die cuts of Thinlits for that. Since I have a sidekick and a big shot, I might as well put it to good use. What else? With the inks, the photo, we have die cuts, we have lovely flowers coming. So yeah, as things show up, I show you guys. But yeah, gotta love Amazon. Gotta love all our favorite shops. My mom made sure we found what I needed with all her favorite shops and stuff. So that was great. We got to keep promoting small businesses, which we love shopping from them. Small businesses make me happy. I am one, so I like to shop from them if I can help it. Every chance I can. I mean, yes, I'm a huge Amazon fan because I spent so much money with that membership. I'm going to utilize that to every way possible. But I will try to hit a small shop up first. If I can't find it, can't get it, then I have to go, go the other route. But that's with every store right now. There's no stores that is not happening to. So, okay. Nothing super exciting, but I covered up what we didn't want to see. And then we have something started. which is great. And we're going to do this, and we're going to rip this up some. So I have some kind of overlap, maybe this way, go out this way with it. And some of the stuff's on the left, I may go all the way around. So some of it may continue over, and that belly band strip may go on this end, or who knows. So, yeah, we've got paper, we have fabric, we have lace, we have edges, and then I do have some flowers I have to make, that I'm going to make for this. I mean, these were things we bought way back when. I'm like using up my stash, right? But I'm going to sew cute little pink, if they have holes in them, I'm going to sew a pink rock charm thing into the middle of these, just to pull some of the cherry blossom feel into these. So I've got my cream, my whites, and my pink in these guys. And if I add a little green fabric, then we're all good to go, right? We have a little bit of everything ready to go. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. We have pockets to sew into the inside covers, using fabric to sew in our lovely signatures. I've got 2 of them. It'll give me 72 pages to play with. So hopefully as time goes on, you'll see me work on fun elements of these pages to put some ephemera on. What else? And if you're buying me a coffee, keep an eye out for your email or link to get your washi sticker sheets and a few pages of ephemera that will be exclusive to you only. You get to see me play with them here, but only if you are a member in anytime in April will you get those exclusive pieces. So thank you so much for liking, loving, commenting, subscribing, hitting your notifications so that I come up in your feed, because I know I don't have enough enough going on that you're going to be seeing. And, you know, they're not, YouTube is not going to go, hey, go look at this. I wish they don't. And so we're going to make sure, you know, you have to hit those notifications so people are aware. It's work antique, but it's not really antique. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at my pictures. I'm like, what else do I have? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and I will see you all hopefully this Thursday. I probably won't make the video till Wednesday, so you're literally going to get it. I'll make it Wednesday so you can see it Thursday. That is the goal, if my day goes as planned. The weekend was somewhat quiet, but we went shopping, and then with the girls, and then quiet day when I did this, and then we've got ear piercings, hanging out with family. We have Monterey Bay Aquarium. Like, it's our spring break, so we're busy, but I will find moments here to maybe work on the cover with you guys, so in the signatures, fun things like that. So hope you'll join me as I'm sort of going to fine tune this so I can get it going, and then as time goes on, I'm journaling and I want to make an ephemera for it. I'll show you what I'm working on, and we'll get back to the kitchenette, and oh my gosh, I don't know what else. Kitchenette, and I think we need to start the purple journal. So I need to start working on my idea books, and you know, if we do it as a tab thing, we can totally you know, each page as we work it out and make something new on it, you know what I mean, just glue in the tabs and away we go. So lots of inspiration from everybody else. Thank you so much. Lots of yummy pieces from everybody else. Thank you. And I hope you will join me on the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is down below, and grab a few extra exclusive pieces that you may not have. So love you all. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.